Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to another video. This is a reaction to George Carlin, someone that I've never reacted to before. I know he's a comedian and I know he was suggested under my reactions when I was reacting to like Bill Burr, Dave Chappelle, all those comedians, which those reactions, I've done reactions to the Bill Burr show, Chappelle show, on my Patreon because it would be blocked on YouTube. But that's wild. I've done like the episodes of the first five episodes I've done a reaction to, and yeah, it's nuts, but again, I couldn't post it to YouTube sadly, but the links are there if you care for those kind of reactions. I hope this doesn't get blocked. The topic is you have no rights. I don't really know what to expect. I know he's older school than them lot. Like when I was reacting to Bill Burr and Dave Chappelle, I thought the things that they were saying were crazy. Like I was sort of thinking to myself, are they allowed to say this shit? And I had a load of comments being like, oh, you're not ready for this guy then. Apparently because obviously he's older and he was doing it in a generation. I don't know when he was doing these stand-up sessions, but before then, the things he could have said, probably he could have got away with more, but we're going to see. I'm just here for the laughs, man, so I mean, hopefully I enjoy this, but if you want more reactions like this and this goes down well, suggest what you want to see next from him, because again, I have no idea about any of his sort of comedy styles. I've never seen him before, ever, so I don't really know what to expect, but we're going to get into this, and yeah, man.
Customs. Swearing on the Bible. You understand that shit? They tell you to raise your right hand, place your left hand on the Bible. Does this stuff really matter? Which hand? Does God really give a fuck about details like this? Suppose you put your right hand in the Bible, you raise your left hand. Would that count? Or would God say, sorry, wrong hand?
That's true, though. My throat is fucked. Fuck me. Because you have to, like, to say that you're not lying, you have to put your hand in the Bible, you swear on the Bible or whatever. Why does the hand, like you said, why does the hand actually matter?
And try again.
Do they do that in the UK as well? I don't even know. I think, is it just a US thing? That you sort of swear on the Bible, etc.
Or would God say, sorry, wrong hand, try again? And why does one hand have to be raised? What is the magic in this gesture? This seems like some sort of a primitive voodoo mojo shtick. Why not put your left hand on the Bible, let your right hand hang down by your side? It's more natural. Or put it in your pocket. Remember what your mother used to say? Don't put your hands in your pockets. Does she know something we don't know? Is this hand shit really important? Well, let's get back to the Bible, America's favorite national theatrical prop. Suppose the Bible they hand you to swear on is upside down, or backward, or both, and you swear to tell the truth on an upside down backward Bible. Would that count?
What the hell is happening here? I was not expecting this as a random ass topic.
Suppose the Bible they hand you is an old Bible and half the pages are missing. Suppose all they have is a Chinese Bible in an American court. Or a Braille Bible and you're not blind. Suppose they hand you an upside down backward Chinese Braille Bible with half the pages missing.
Bro, I love how he's just gone so like left field. Like you've gone from the Bible and he's just made it the most random Bible possible.
At what point does all of this stuff just break down and become just a lot of stupid shit that somebody made up? They fucking made it up, folks. It's make-believe. It's make-believe.
I'm not here to say whether it is or not, but it is quite wild to me how that is a thing. It just blows my mind. Like, do you reckon like the police will actually believe someone who is very heavily like guilty, and they know he's like they've pretty much got everything on him, but they can't fully like lock him up or whatever, and they're looking for a confession, and the person still isn't given a confession? What happens then? I assume they would still like lock him up, but like if you swear on the Bible and that's sort of the thing, then like it's kind of wild to me.
Now, all right, okay.
I like his style already.
Let's leave the Bible aside. We'll get back to the science fiction reading later. The more important question is, what is the big deal about swearing to God in the first place? Why does swearing to God mean you're going to tell the truth? Wouldn't affect me. If they said to me, you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God, I'd say, yeah. I'll tell you about as much truth as the people who wrote that fucking Bible. How do you like that? Huh?
To be fair, I say swear to God just instinctively. It's just a phrase I say.
Swearing on the Bible doesn't mean anything. It's kid. Swearing to God is kid stuff. Did you ever, remember when you were a kid? If you told another kid something he didn't quite believe, he'd say, "You swear to God?"
Yeah.
I would always say, "Yeah, I swear to God," even if I was lying.
Yeah.
Why not? What's going to happen if I lie? Nothing. Nothing happens if you lie, unless you get caught, and that's a whole different story. Sometimes a kid would think he was being slick with me, and he'd say, "You swear on your mother's grave?"
You swear on your life, you swear on your dad's life, you swear on your dog's grave. Oh yeah, all that kind of
So, yeah. Why not? First of all, my mother was alive. She didn't even have a grave. Second of all, even if she was dead, what's she gonna do? Rise from the grave and come and haunt me? Come and haunt me? All because I told a lie to an 8-year-old? Get fucking real, will you?
That's funny, man. It's true though. It's weird how humans are, bro. We just have these sort of phrases that are meaningless, but we sort of take them so like literally. It's actually wild when you think about that, man.
Sometimes I would say, "I swear on my mother's tits." Kids are impressed with things like that.
I just spat my drink everywhere. God, for God's sake. I've got to show you this. I don't know if it was in camera. Look at this. For God's sake, man. That is the worst time to fucking drink something. For God's sake. Oh, that's everywhere, bro. Oh, for God's sake. Nah, this guy's legendary already, man.
Sometimes I would say, "I swear on my mother's tits." Kids are impressed with things like that. I mean, I don't care about my mother's tits either. I don't care if they fell off. Fuck her. Not my problem. They're your tits, Ma. You keep an eye on them.
Holy shit.
Swearing to God doesn't mean anything. Swearing on the Bible doesn't mean anything. You know why? Because Bible or no Bible, God or no God, if it suits their purposes, people are going to lie in court.
Yeah.
The police do it all the time. All the time.
100%, man.
Yes, they do. It's part of their job to protect, to serve, and to commit perjury whenever it supports the state's case. Swearing on the Bible is just one more way of controlling people and keeping them in line, and it's one more thing that holds us back as a species. Here's one more item for you, the last in our civics book, rights. Boy, everyone in this country is always running around yammering about their fucking rights. I have a right, you have no right, we have a right, they don't have a right. Folks, I hate to spoil your fun, but there's no such thing as rights, okay? They're imaginary. We made them up, like the boogeyman. The Three Little Pigs, Pinocchio, Mother Goose, shit like that. Rights are an idea. They're just imaginary.
Everything is imaginary. That's the thing. Like everything that you can think of is pretty much imaginary. Like rights, but also you've got like things like time. Time isn't actually a real thing. Like everything that we have is created by us. So in a sense, it's not real. I don't know. It's weird to me, man. But I do see what he's saying. Like it's just like when you really, he's making me think too. As funny as he is, he's actually making me think about all these kinds of
things. Cute
idea.
Cute. But that's all. Cute and fictional. But if you think you do have rights, let me ask you this. Where do they come from? People say, well, they come from God. They're God-given rights. Oh, fuck, here we go again. Here we go again. The God excuse. The last refuge of a man with no answers and no argument. It came from God. Anything we can't describe must have come from God. Personally, folks, I believe that if your rights came from God, he would have given you the right to some food every day, and he would have given you the right to a roof over your head. God would have been looking out for you. God would have been looking out for you. You know that?
I like this guy, man.
He wouldn't have been worried about making sure you have a gun so you can get drunk on Sunday night and kill your girlfriend's parents.
Okay,
let's say it's true. Let's say God gave us these rights. Why would he give us a certain number of rights? The Bill of Rights in this country has 10 stipulations, okay? 10 rights. And apparently God was doing sloppy work that week because we've had to amend the Bill of Rights an additional 17 times. So God forgot a couple of things like slavery. Just fucking slipped his mind. But let's say God gave us the original 10. He gave the British 13. The British Bill of Rights has 13 stipulations. The Germans have 29. The Belgians have 25. The Swedish have only 6. And some people in the world have no rights at all. What kind of a fucking goddamn God-given deal is that? No rights at all? Why would God give different people in different countries different numbers of different rights? Boredom? Amusement?
Just mess with
Bad
us.
arithmetic? Do we find out at long last after all this time that God is weak in math skills? Doesn't sound like divine planning to me. Sounds more like human planning. Sounds more like one group trying to control another group. In other words, business as usual in America. Now, if you think you do have rights, one last assignment for you. Next time you're at the computer, get on the internet, go to Wikipedia. When you get to Wikipedia, in the search field for Wikipedia, I want you to type in Japanese Americans 1942, and you'll find out all about your precious fucking rights, okay?
Maybe I have to look into that. One thing I was wanting to say when I was trying to pause, but I wanted to let him finish, was on the lines of everything not being real. Like, countries aren't even real. At the end of the day, they're not real. They're a man-made thing. Like, it's just land, bro. We're all just on land. It's how everything is. Like, it is what... Oh, fuck, my nose is really hurting. I keep hitting it and there's like a spot there. Shit. Like, everything that we have is obviously... Well, pretty much everything we have is man-made. And, like, the societies we live in, like, the countries, the rules, all this kind of stuff. But it isn't actually real. It's just, like... It's just there. It's in place. But this is getting me thinking deeper. This isn't even the point of it, man. He's funny too, but I'm actually kind of thinking about this kind of stuff. I'd love to do reaction videos to, like, these kind of topics.
All right.
If it ain't controversial, I don't think it is, man.
You know about it. Yeah. In 1942, there were 110,000 Japanese American citizens in good standing, law-abiding people who were thrown into internment camps simply because their parents were born in the wrong country. That's all they did wrong. They had no right to a lawyer, no right to a fair trial, no right to a jury of their peers, no right to due process of any kind. The only right they had, right this way, into the internment camps. Just when these American citizens needed their rights the most, their government took them away. And rights aren't rights if someone can take them away. They're privileges.
Good point,
That's all we've ever had in this country is a bill of temporary privileges. And if you read the news even badly, you know that every year the list gets shorter and shorter and shorter. You see how sooner or later?
He is spitting right now, man. I can't even lie.
Yeah. Sooner or later, the people in this country are going to realize the government does not give a fuck about them. Government doesn't care about you or your children or your rights or your wealth.
He's coming for the government. My guy, man. Yo, I love that, bro. Comedians that go for any types of government get my flipping, like, support, man. 100%. Because they're like the people who have the power to sort of stand up to these corrupt people.
Or your safety. It simply doesn't give a fuck about you. It's interested in its own power. That's the only thing, keeping it and expanding it wherever possible. Personally, when it comes to rights, I think one of two things is true. I think either we have unlimited rights or we have no rights at all. Personally, I lean toward unlimited rights. I feel, for instance, I have the right to do anything I please. But if I do something you don't like, I think you have the right to kill me. So where are you going to find a fairer fucking deal than that? So the next time some asshole says to you, I have a right to my opinion, you say, oh yeah? Well, I have a right to my opinion, and my opinion is you have no right to your opinion. Then shoot the fuck and walk away. Thank you.
Is that it? Oh, man, this was good, bro. Even though the quality was low, I don't even give a damn about that. This was sick as hell. I don't know when this was. Does it say? No. Rights aren't rights if someone can take them away. They're privileges that all we've ever had in this country. Yeah, he really put that well, man. And when I sort of think about what he actually said, it's true, bro. They can take your rights away whenever they can. Like, yeah, that's quite fishy to me. His jokes age like fine wine. They get better and better as time goes on. Another Carlin monologue that fits perfectly in today's times. I crack up every time I listen to George, and the sad thing is everything he says is so painfully true. We have to laugh. Otherwise we would cry. Where is he from? George. Oh, he passed away in 2008. Oh shit. When were his So he's from New York. Well, of course, rest in peace to him. When was he doing stand-up shows then? He was active in 2008. Did people I assume they did, like Bill Burr and Dave Chappelle, look up to him specifically, or was it other comedians too? Because I can see he is just an older school version of them, just saying different kind of. This is a different kind of topic from what I've seen of the other guys. But George Carlin is not a comedian. He's one of the greatest. That's what I'm saying, bro. He makes me think. 1,000 years from now, he'll go down as a philosopher instead of a comedian. Bro, that's why then. I was just thinking, it was funny. But I was actually actually deeping what I was saying, and I was like, fuck me, this is actually kind of, I'm learning shit here, and I'm actually trying to, not trying to, I'm just being taught shit, as well as being laughing at shit he says as well, man. But yeah, this was a fun video, and if this is anything to go by what he's about, then I'm down to see more of this, man. This was sick as hell. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed sick as hell. I don't know if sick's a term in the US. Sick is good. I don't say sick often. I don't know why I said it, but it's good. It's oh, this is sick, man. I don't know if it's a thing in the US or not. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this. More reactions on the way. I mean, we'll see. Hopefully this doesn't get blocked and I can post more. And people enjoy this. But yeah, until next time, subscribe. Peace.